Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. See a lot of people tuning in live right now. Got a lot more people coming in. I appreciate that. Nate Sirag says, "Good day, mate. Good day, Governor. Welcome aboard." We're going to go ahead and get started here. We got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about today on Epic Drone Show, and obviously, if you're watching this at approximately 3:30 p.m. New York City time, anything that you say. This being a live show, we can interact. I can respond face on video. Green Knock Drone Guy says hi. Hello, Green Knock. Nate's Rock says hindsight is 2020. Would you still have bought the Spark? Well, the Spark fills a certain void in the drone arena today, and that's an ultra small and ultra lightweight drone that can still handle the wind, a moderate amount of wind, and has a decent camera. My personal opinion in regards to DJI Spark is I feel that the bundle that includes the controller is a little bit excessive for what you're getting. I think the real value in the Spark is the Spark drone, and using again that active track where it follows you. I think that was a very cool real world application for the Spark, and also just having the convenience of having something super small and super lightweight to just pull out and control the smartphone as well. I think that the controller for the Spark is a little bit more than is needed. I think if you're gonna have a controller and all the extra size and weight, I think you would need a 4K camera, a more capable drone, and that's why I'm excited to see the Mavic Pro 2. And I'm also excited since they released DJI Spark. Will we see a DJI Spark Pro soon, and will it include a better camera, hopefully 4K, and a better gimbal, hopefully 3-axis. So, time will tell. Sky High Videography says, hi, welcome aboard. Nate's Rock says, I ordered Spark. It does not come with a controller. Do I really need one? My personal opinion is that, now keep in mind, I think sport mode may only work with a controller. So with that being the case, if you intend to fly your Spark in sport mode, you'll probably need a controller. But if you don't need extra range, you don't need sport mode, my opinion is the best bang for the buck is without the controller, in my opinion. Green Knight Drone Guy says, one of the rear arms of my Mavic is quite loose when folded and has about 2 millimeters of play when extended. Is this normal? I would say that's definitely not normal, and that's one of the concerns with these new drones. When DJI releases a new drone like the Mavic Pro, it's the first of its kind. So, we've grown to feel that the DJI Phantom is a reliable and proven aerial platform. But as they release these new drones, it's one of those situations where only time will tell. And that was something that I was really concerned about with the Mavic Pro was, after flying multiple times, folding and unfolding, how well can that drone handle the constant back and forth, and maybe, maybe what you just mentioned, maybe that's a reason, maybe that's one of the reasons why when DJI released the Spark, DJI stayed away from having a foldable design. That's JC10 says help with Phantom 2 Vision Plus FPV, first person view. What you got going on, JC? So yeah, Green Knock, I definitely I wouldn't think that was normal at all. Jacob says hello, IrixGuy. Hello, Jacob, welcome aboard. Thanks for tuning in to this live show. Again, if y'all are watching this at approximately 3:34 p.m. New York City time, this is a live show, so anything you type I can see. Sky High Videography says, I have a Phantom 3 Advanced. Is a Mavic Pro worth the upgrade? Well, if you want 4K video, without a doubt, because your Phantom 3 Advanced is going to top out at 2.7K after the firmware update. So the Mavic Pro, you're going to get 4K. Honestly, my recommendation, if you were going to jump to something better at this point in time, I would just go with the Phantom 4, because you're getting 4K, and in my opinion, you're getting a lot better video quality than the Mavic Pro. But if you're not in a hurry, my opinion would be to wait wait and let's see if we get something in August. Maybe we'll get a Mavic Pro 2. Maybe it'll have a 1-inch sensor in 4K 60. You know, something revolutionary. So that's my opinion. But check out epicdroneshow.com. I've got all the drones listed there, and I got Epic Drone Show T-shirts. You just go to store and then go to merch. You can find the Epic Drone Show T-shirts, but I got drones, used drones, new drones, you name it, it's all there. Sky High, let's see, Nate Sarog says, if you were DJI, I bet they could get away with pre-orders for Phantom 5. I hate pre-orders. Well, I'm sure they could get away with it. And the thing about it is, and you notice I keep scratching, I got poison ivy on my legs. It's horrible. Yeah, they could definitely get away with it because people, it's like, again, as we've mentioned multiple times, DJI is like the Apple of drones. You know, they come out with something, everybody's going to want it. I mean, they know how to generate buzz. They know how to generate the perceived need to have to get the latest and greatest drone. They do an excellent job. So if they did pre-orders, I think they could definitely get away with it. I'm like you. I'm not a fan of pre-orders because often, and this isn't in regards to DJI, but any sort of company that offers a pre-order, you know, if you've ever pre-ordered something and then the product was discontinued, prime example, I ordered a Nikon. It was called a Nikon DL. It was a point-and-shoot camera. Never came into existence, but I had pre-ordered it, and it was discontinued. So that was pretty disappointing. JC says, with Phantom 2, I can't see FPV. What can I do? Dude, check out 400orbelow.com. I've got a ton of blog posts there, troubleshooting posts. I actually used to fly the Phantom 2 and the Phantom 2 Vision Plus as well. Check out my tutorials. You may find some interesting clues. Neil and Michelle, amateur photography. Had my Spark a week now. It's so easy to fly, but was tearing my hair out trying to set it up. Getting the mobile to connect to the controller and the controller to talk. You know, the pairing was kind of weird, and I was kind of, when I was using the Spark with the controller, I found it funny that I was pairing the controller with the mobile device versus the mobile device with the Spark drone. So I thought that was kind of interesting when I was using the controller. Simon says, howdy guys, howdy, welcome aboard. Jonathan says hi, welcome aboard Jonathan. Welcome to the live show. But yeah, we're you know, we've been involved with this hobby for several years now, and a lot of y'all even longer than I have. I was a late adopter. I got in at on Phantom 1, but when I got the Phantom 1, Phantom 2 had already come out. So, you know, I started with the previous gen drone and got hooked on that, and then it just, you know, one thing led to the other, and you know, here we are today in 2017. So it's definitely an interesting hobby, and I think you know, something we had mentioned previously, not DJI, but the GoPro Fusion. Now, if you haven't heard of GoPro Fusion is a new camera that's coming out soon, hopefully, and it's a 360-degree spherical camera. But what makes the GoPro Fusion unique is that, at least on paper, it appears as if it may be capable of possibly capturing true 1080p or maybe even 4K in 360-degree spherical format. So, you know, with Apple coming out with iMac Pro this holiday season that's geared towards VR, 360-degree spherical video editing, it would seem to make sense that there would be some big players that would try to bring some really nice and capable 360 cameras to the market. And it also leads one to wonder, if GoPro does release this GoPro Fusion as expected, are they going to release a GoPro Fusion drone? You know, maybe they'll scrap the Karma and realize that, you know, although they are an awesome company, and I love GoPro, and I know a lot of y'all love GoPro, but their Phantom was unfortunately, I mean, not their Phantom, but their Karma, the GoPro Karma, was unfortunately a failure. And I wanted so much more from the GoPro Karma, but it failed. It was a huge disappointment. So maybe GoPro will redeem themselves. Maybe they'll come out with a GoPro Fusion drone with a 360-degree camera, and maybe they'll be back in the driver's seat again. Because, you know, right now they're, I don't know, it's a scary time for them. JC10 says Mavic or Phantom 4 Advance. Dude, I would definitely, well, here's the thing. Phantom 4 Advanced is not going to give you 4K. And if you want to better future-proof your video, especially with the price of 4K smart TVs continuing to drop, you may want to go with the Mavic Pro to get the 4K video. Phantom 4 Advanced is going to... oh, wait. Are you talking about Phantom 3 Advanced or Phantom 4 Pro Advanced? Sorry, I was talking about Phantom 3 Advanced. Phantom 3 Advanced topped out at 2.7K. The Phantom 4 Advanced, you're going to get 4K. I would definitely go with the Phantom 4 Advanced. Check out epicdroneshow.com. You can find all the drones there. Check out my website. I've got links to all the drones on my website, epicdroneshow.com. But yeah, between those two, I would definitely go with Phantom 4 Advanced. Mavic Pro is nice. Mavic Pro is portable. But like a viewer said earlier during this show, it's the first, it's the first of its kind, and there are minor problems. Like a viewer in this live show indicated, the arms folding and unfolding, it doesn't seem to wear well over time. So, take that sort of stuff into consideration. Let's see. So yeah, we got it is. I think this holiday season is going to be different because, now with drones we're past the early adopter phase. Now with drones, we're to the point to where, this is a proven technology and refinement is key. And I think we're really going to see some really cool offerings, definitely from DJI this holiday season. But, it still blows my mind. We have not seen anybody come up and give it an honest effort to try to compete with DJI, to try to dethrone DJI. We haven't seen it. We've seen people release drones, but we haven't seen anybody release a drone saying, hey, we're going to put DJI in their place. We're going to make something better, more affordable. We're going to put DJI in their place, and we just haven't seen that. And I'm not saying I want to see DJI fail. I love DJI, but competition is good because for hobbyists, competition breeds better pricing. Jacob says, I think the GoPro would just add an attachment to the Karma to add fusion. I don't think they'll develop a new drone anytime soon. Well, that's a good theory, and I wouldn't doubt if they did, but it's kind of, I don't know. I think that name itself, Karma, I think just to get to disassociate themselves with that stigma of failure, I think they just need to get rid of that name, even if they rename it or something. Discounts are hard to, sometimes discounts come and go. Follow my social media. Follow epicdroneshow.com because when I see discounts, I share those through my social media. So, if there is a discount, I'll share a link, and you may get lucky and find something. But there's no way to tell when and if there's going to be a deal. Let me see right now if there's anything. And obviously, this is all subject to change at a second's notice. So, just because there may be something appearing now doesn't mean that the deal will last. But if you're looking for Phantom Advanced, I'm going to share something to Twitter right now. Check out this link, Phantom 4 Advanced. Phantom 4 Advanced. Be just a second, it'll be up on my Twitter. Let's see. I'm going to hashtag it Epic Drone Show as well. Drone Show. Boom. Well, let me put hashtag drone in there. Tweet. So that tweet that just went out, check that link if you want to. I just shared a link for you, bro. So yeah, we've got yeah, that's interesting what Jacob said about the attachment. GoPro probably just coming out with an attachment for their GoPro Fusion. And you know what? Maybe that'll redeem the Karma. Because I will tell you one thing I did like about the Karma. If I was choosing, and you're just talking about a plain Phantom 4, oh, dude, I would definitely go Phantom 4 over Mavic. Actually, today, the Phantom 4 is my favorite drone on the market because I can get consistently high-quality video. Now, granted, it tops out at 4K 30. You know, with the Phantom 4 Pro, you're going to get 4K 60. But with the Phantom 4, I don't have to deal with that tap to focus nonsense, and I can get consistently rock solid 4K 30 video. The intro to Epic Drone Show, you know, check out this episode, all my episodes, epicdroneshow.com. That intro where I'm flying over the island, I filmed that with a Phantom 4 in 4K 30 in auto mode. And, you know, tell me what you think. I thought it was awesome. I could see the color saturation of the water. I could see the colors of the island. It was just really cool. Simon says, check out the Vox Fly 4K 360 degree cam. I hope to do a review this week. I'll definitely do that. Yeah, if you do a review, man, feel free to tweet it over to IrixGuy. You know, that begs a question. I know, you know, 3D TVs, those were kind of a fad, and they never really caught on. But I think a lot of people are treating 360 degree spherical, also known as VR, they're treating that with the same degree of negativity. And I'm not ready to throw in the towel with VR content yet. I think it's something, because, you know, you don't have to have goggles. You can if you want to, but you don't have to wear goggles. You don't have to inconvenience yourself. You can just sit down in front of a compatible browser on a computer or a smartphone and experience that in 360 degree spherical. So, you know, being able to do that without having to put all those goggles and junk on, I think it's something that could really catch on. So it's just it's frustrating that we haven't seen. I just found a micro SD card on my desk. That we haven't seen people really take it seriously. But Simon, what's interesting is, you know, it's like pretty much anything Apple touches, you know, turns into gold. And the fact that Apple is releasing that iMac Pro, you know, super high-end iMac at the end of the year, going to be very expensive. But the fact that Apple's taking the time to release that and really have that heavy focus upon VR content seems to be, you know, seems to suggest that I don't think Apple would be trying to get behind something this late in the game if they didn't think it had a big future ahead of it. And for that reason, I think we're about to really see VR surge. JC says 3DR is a good brand. 3DR, if you're not familiar with 3DR, when it first came out, a lot of people falsely assumed that it was going to be the GoPro drone. And the reality is that 3DR Solo, 3DR's drone, the most current drone, it did have GoPro capabilities that I think they may have, I don't know, they may have talked to GoPro and obtained some special software access or hardware access, this, that, and the other, to make it better interface with their drone. But the 3DR Solo was not the GoPro drone. 3DR Solo was a drone that could have a GoPro attached to it. It never really caught on. And, you know, it came out at a weird time. They had a great marketing campaign, in my opinion. They had a cool, what was it, monkeys or something flying a drone or whatever. It was pretty interesting. You know, it seems they put a lot of money into the marketing. But it was doomed. I mean, it was doomed when it was announced because, you know, then we got Mavic Pro, we got the latest and greatest Phantoms. Then GoPro themselves were bringing it at that time what everybody thought could be a game changer, and unfortunately GoPro Karma failed. But at that point in time, GoPro drone was announced, so it pretty much crushed 3DR. So you know, it's a rough playing field. I mean, you know, if you want to get involved with the drone industry, you know, you got to have a huge budget, you've got to have an aggressive marketing campaign, and most importantly, you've got to have something that the consumer wants. When they fly it, they say, oh, this is better than such and such. It's not something that people fly and they say, well, I want to like this, but I can't. And unfortunately for me, you know, and I've tried drones from various brands, but unfortunately for me, it's like I'll fly stuff and then I try to convince myself that I need to like it. And as a rule of thumb, what I've done now is just, you know, if I feel like I've got to convince myself to like something, I know I don't want to spend any more time with it. So I go back to what I know is good, and you know, in today's date, it's the Phantom 4 is the bread and butter for me. JC10, let's see. Simon says, do you think the iPad Pro would be good enough for editing 4K video? I've never used an iPad Pro, but to be frank, and I'm pulling open my specs right now. Right now, I'm running an iMac. It's the late 2014 edition. Actually, wow, time flies. I got this in 2014, but I got it fully loaded. It's the iMac with Retina 5K. I'm running a 4 gigahertz Intel i7, and I've got 32 gigs of RAM. And as far as storage is concerned, I have 28 terabytes. This machine works well for 4K video, but I'm not going to say it's flawless. And you know, I'm excited. I'm excited about the iMac Pro, but as far as an iPad for editing 4K content, I don't know. I edit 4K on my. I've got a modest MacBook Pro with Retina. You know, the first MacBook Pro version with Retina 13-inch, just base model, didn't get any extra memory or processor, and it can do 4K, but it's not. I mean, it's not snappy. It's a matter of, you know, what type of editing are you looking for? Are you looking for something that's just very quickly responsive, or you know, maybe something that'll give you that beach ball spinning around for a little bit? So, you know, I can't comment about the iPad Pro and video editing because I've never used it. The only iOS device that I've even edited with are my iPhones, and I'm running the iPhone 7 Plus now. But you know, for that I didn't do any serious edits. I mean, I just went in their iMovie app and actually I think I was just doing 1080p videos. So I don't know, man. I don't have an answer for you on that. I don't know if Apple's releasing a drone, but you know, the fact that they're getting into the VR game in a heavy way, that could foreshadow a drone coming. I don't know. I look at them as being more of a company that's you know, that's sticking. I don't know. You know, I think if Apple's going to get involved with drones, I think we would see them become a camera company first, and they haven't made the leap to become a camera company. So I think that would be before drones, because you know, they'd want to own everything. They'd want to own the camera, they'd want to own the drone, they want to own the video editing, which they already do with Final Cut Pro 10. But yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Man, we got a lot of people today. I wish I could do a scheduled show, but sometimes it's just kind of, I think sometimes just, you know, jumping on a live show like this is sometimes best. I guess y'all just got notifications on your smartphones that this was live, or how'd y'all know I was up? Or were you on my channel and you saw a live video link, or what? So yeah, it's definitely, this year is going to be an interesting year, and I think we're already geared up, and you know, and feel that you know, that Mavic Pro 2 is likely imminent. Is DJI an independent company? You know, I don't know if they're publicly traded or not. I don't think they're publicly traded, but I may be wrong. Jacob says, logged onto YouTube and saw where you were live. Very cool. Very cool. Simon says, Irix, where is your YouTube channel heading? What are your plans for it? Well, my short-term plan is, well, right now, and I'm pulling open my analytics here. So my short-term plan, I want to break through the 100 million video views, and I want to break through 100,000 subscribers as soon as possible. That's my short-term plan. Obviously, as far as content's concerned, it's something I like to keep it across the board. I'm not part of a multi-channel network. I can put whatever I want to on my channel, and I'm in complete creative control, and that's the way I want to keep it. And I've had a ton of offers. It's one of those things. If you run a YouTube channel and your mission is to grow, you've got to train yourself to be offered things and just say no, because you got to look at the long-term value of the channel. It would be easy for me to have stepped away from this multiple times, but I don't, because I've got a mission, and that mission is to create one of the largest YouTube channels that's ever existed. And I know there's a lot of competition. You've got PewDiePie, and you got some channels that, it would take almost an act of God to get to the level where they are. But that's not to say that's impossible. So, my plan is continuing to grow this channel. And it's, again, when y'all watch these videos, when you chat live, just like you're doing now, when you share, that's helping, not only helping to enable this channel to continue to exist, but it's helping this channel to grow. I was reading a comment on that came through, and I was reading that. Mavic Pro 2 for real. Mavic Pro 2 is not released yet, but it seems to be that it would be imminent in the near future, because it would be version 2 of the first version, which was just called Mavic Pro. So Randy says, anyone know what the brightest tablet on the market is now? I think when you're dealing with brightness, now the buzzword is nits, N-I-T-S. And I know that if you're dealing with the Phantom a Phantom 4 Pro Plus, that's supposed to be a very bright device. Now, obviously, that's for use with the Phantom 4. As far as tablets are concerned, I think the new iPad may have more nits. I don't know. I haven't really been following tablets that much. Yeah, so again, it's going to be a fun year. I'm going to cut this show a little bit short. It's about 4 p.m. New York City time. Again, thanks everyone for tuning in live. You can catch the previously recorded version of the show on epicdroneshow.com. After this show ends, I'll have the link up there. Also, check out epicdroneshow.com. You can go to the store and go to merch. You can find Epic Drone Show t-shirts, and I'm going to be adding a lot of other Epic Drone Show merchandise as well. So, and obviously in addition to that, you can find the drone store, the camera store, and a whole lot more. So I appreciate your viewership, your support, helping this channel to continue to grow. And if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do so. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy. Share this video and any of my videos with others. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.